Hello and welcome to the Roulette Rounds, presented by Canadian Disc Golf Productions. I am Chris Brown to start it off, and I'm here with...
Andrew Leyland.
Andrew Leyland, indeed. Today we have the finals of the Roulette Rounds for the Pro Series. I know you were a part of it. You were the first victim of the double layup to manipulate his discs.
Yeah, that's a good one to be a part of.
And this is the orchestrator of those shenanigans, James Duong.
Still looking for my tactic. We've got Joe.
Yes, Joe coming in. If you guys would have seen these guys all in previous roulette rounds, Kalen coming in as well. And then Nahan, the very first set of roulette rounds we had, he was the victor. So today we're back at Bronte for the finals, but instead of the yellow baskets, they're going to go to the potentially harder red baskets.
Yeah, got a
baskets.
little more distance on the shots, different angles than what we've seen previously. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you said these are all the winners battling it out here for the finale on, wow, this is weather-wise.
Yes,
wow.
Great conditions for this day. You can see lots of rain, lots of wind. I think this day they were suggesting close to like 60 to 70 kilometer-hour winds.
Wow, great day for disc golf.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this shot. Okay.
Yeah, so this hole has a bit of OB short and right if you don't clear it. So definitely playing the safe Anheuser route there, maybe to play with the wind.
Yeah, staying away from the OB. You got Joe going the hyzer.
This is in danger of not making it back in bounds.
And the wind's not even going to let it.
Yeah, didn't even get to OB.
Okay. So over the left to right here, like pushing, it looks like wind. So yeah, we'll see. Looks like another backhand hyzer.
Oh.
Okay.
Definitely a slip on there because look at the rain coming down on the tee pad.
Yeah, you got to imagine the 2 seconds you got between a dry finger on the disc and the time you release it. It's going to get wet again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
Up the middle.
James with really the only good drive of the bunch.
Oh, you see the rain coming sideways too. Oh man,
this looks very not optimal conditions. Not what you want to see for the final round, but it'll probably make for some amusing moments.
Yeah, welcome to Southern Ontario in was this March?
This would be late March. Look at that flag ripping. I wonder how close James is, because if he's taking the close two.
Okay, good layup there.
Then it's just about beating everyone else on your card and not worrying about it.
I think he's got a little bit of work still, especially with this wind.
See, this is the tough part.
Oh, he's going upside down.
Is he going to lay it up? Yeah, that's...
Oh, even that got a little tricky on him. Wow.
Almost tobogganed it right out B. So
what are we thinking here? Like 5-footers or tap-ins, maybe, or just not even at all?
If you can't drop it in, I don't think you can give it to anybody.
Wow.
Just not the day for it.
Good
putt. Good putt.
Good putt there.
I've kind of lost track of where everybody's at this point in time, but somebody's at least taking a 4 and a no. Oh, okay, maybe a 5.
Bag on. Oh, another one into the top.
I think at that point he knew, and he was just seeing if he can replicate it.
All right, we're gonna rely on some graphics here for keeping us all up to date with the score.
That was the toughest I've ever seen hole 1 played at Bronte.
Okay.
Wow, they all got the 3 then.
Yeah, and then
Kalen. Nobody went OB, but he took quite a few putts to make that basket in a heavy wind. Mm-hmm. Luckily, this part of Bronte, the front 9 at least, is very protected from the trees.
FX2. As protected as you can get.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're losing some discs here. I wonder how that's going to affect this hole. Going straight up the gut.
Hey! He has the disc in his hand. Don't forget that one.
What's that? Purple disc was a destroyer. Don't really need a destroyer much at Bronte, but at least not until the back half. Hopefully he can get one back.
Yeah.
Hole 2 is pretty simple, dead straight, 253. Putters for most of these guys. Maybe with this wind, something slightly overstable to make sure it hits the ground.
Looking like a glow pathfinder here, or white pathfinder.
That gap with the trees falling down never used to be there.
That should get him good putt. I think 20-25 short.
Yeah, and no gimme by any means in this wind and this conditions, but putt is a putt.
Coming into the same spot there.
Does Nahan have a rubber glove on? Is that what that was? It looked like a surgical glove.
On his throwing hand?
Yeah. Like, I don't. You're gonna have to see it when he throws next time. Look at the haircut on Kalen. Is that dyed, or is he just naturally that blonde? Frosted tips are back.
I think there's our CTP there.
Yes,
Frosted
for
tips
sure.
are back. So.
James already looks like just a wet ball.
I was just gonna say he's really saturated. That's gonna make for a long round for these guys out there.
Now look at the flag. Flag perfectly straight up and no, okay, never mind. Now it's moving. James had a lull in the wind, I guess, and didn't capitalize. Not what you would expect from the lead winners pro card, but got to deal with some adversity every once in a while. Joe here from Team Discmania. I wonder, is he allowed to use their discs if they're not Discmania?
I wouldn't know his contract, but I believe he would be full bag.
Oh, Kalen again.
But in terms of having, like, if we picked up a disc from somebody else, I don't know. We
say wanted to throw that destroyer, but Nahan got the destroyer anyway. So I don't know. I'm assuming that it would be fine. Who's gonna really complain in a fun atmosphere like this?
Well, we'll all keep a secret if it happens.
We'll tell nobody. Look at all these guys, pro players, all got rain flies on their bags.
Oh, there's the surgical glove you're talking about.
Yeah, look at that. Like it's quite literally just a rubber glove. I wonder if it works.
I wonder.
You got a good drive off, I guess.
Okay, James, what do you got? What do you got for Joe?
Okay.
Why are you taking my disc? Take one of his.
Okay. Oh, that's a halo.
I wonder if that's
Or something.
interesting. I wonder if that was the Halo Destroyer that James took from Kalen. That must have been it.
The pink halo destroyer from Kalen.
Because it was I don't know. I'm assuming Joe might know Kalen's bag quite well. I'm not entirely sure if they play together very often.
Tell me about this throw. What are we doing here?
If it was a calm day, it's just a gentle hyzer flip. Oh, was that a destroyer? He's got the destroyer in his bag that he just took from James.
Okay, don't tell Discmania.
Yeah. No, it can't be a destroyer. Look how straight that is. Maybe that's why he's surprised.
Trying to play it off the right side, but you get sucked into it.
Yeah. So on this one, you just want to go close to that tree on the left on the gentle hyzer flip and just let it ride down the hillside.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Nahan's not even caring for the distance, just hoping to get up into a spot where he can lay up safely. But there's a lot of danger on this hole.
Yeah, that just missed most of it. The rest of it's at the green, but ideally we're getting up for a putt. 282. There'll be a look there.
By the looks of the flag, it's a pure tailwind, so they're trying to muscle something over, but it's really a beneficial wind if you think about it on this hole.
Oh boy, James, good kick. Wow.
That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Look at the pond. Bronte Creek Hole 3's pond. Stays there all spring and all fall. Does not play OB though, so if you go in there, you might get wet. Okay, it says Joe. Yeah, Joe. He got caught up on the right side. Got really lucky to stay out of the trees.
Yeah, that's right. Good kick there. Wide open shot. Likely his P2 for approach.
It looks like a new tree that has fallen.
Wow. That's always a little scary on the edge like that.
Where's James? Is this where his second shot went? He was doing so well.
He's off with that right, yeah.
All right, so he's putting for 4 from not a good spot with, well, you would assume wind, but it doesn't look that way.
Okay.
I don't know if Kalen's nerves are shot for putting because of the first 2 holes, or maybe you just scared of that wind that just picked up for James here. Oh my goodness. Just I was really building up the suspense for that one to see if it would go in or not, and then you just
It looks like the rain is slowing down, so you can see the puddle there. the wind is always going to be a thing at Bronte, especially this time of year. So a little moisture, it's going to be tough on these guys.
It's a great five for James.
Yeah.
Oh, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it to him? Are they gonna give him the gears here?
I don't know. These guys look like they're playing for keeps.
Nobody wants to trust anybody else or want only discs for themselves.
If you guys want to go see someone get beat up on in a roulette round earlier, just go watch the one that dropped with my name on it.
Yes.
You can see how that unrolls, travels. But
it was one of the more humorous and entertaining ones, so I enjoyed watching it. James is going to lose 2 discs here. One to Kalen and one to Nahan.
Got a couple Firebirds in there. I wonder if that looks like a bit.
Yeah, that's a extra Firebird.
2.
Orange Destroyer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand in windy conditions like this, you'd want to get rid of all of their overstable discs, but for the most part, you don't throw Destroyers at Bronte. It's just not long enough. I think see another 256-foot hole, dead straight. There is no OB usually in the roulette rounds, so I'd be surprised if there was anything too troublesome.
Yeah, like you said, Destroyer, 12 speed, probably better suited on the back for some holes, but yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, if you want to try and take holes down and do well earlier on, I think, yeah, you want to stick with the mids and maybe the 9 speeds, depending on the wind. But
what's Kalen thinking here? I've seen people even try and take it way out over the yellow basket and just try to crash it in, but with this wind, you don't know where it's going to go. Whoa, that's a great hit.
Yeah,
kept him up from the bushes in the back.
There's a good putt there. Yeah, that was a yellow quake from Kalen.
I distinctly remember this day too, just looking at it being like, I'm going to go play, then looking at the weather and be like, no, there's no way I'm going to go play in this.
Joe getting sneaky until the last branch.
Was that a branch or was that the wind? That had to be a branch, right?
I think, yeah, it knocked him down pretty quick. It was looking pretty good though. All right, James.
Oh, it's two for 2 in the early bush.
Looks like he's wearing a glove too, but yeah, a couple release issues there.
I don't know if I could ever use a glove, like a grip glove. It just doesn't seem like something. Maybe I'd have to get used to it, but I just need the feel of the disc in my hand.
I never have used one, but I mean, I've definitely played to the point where it's saturated enough that there is no grit and dry grip available. So maybe, if it's that wet, but
I think the first person I saw using was Thomas Hums, but I could be wrong in that. Pretty sure he still uses it now. Oh, Kalen, putting just not working for him today.
Yeah, we're all over the basket so far.
This is for Nahan's too. He bounced off that tree next to the basket. Oh, coming out strong.
There it is.
In the yeah, I think in the lead, unless Joe. I think Joe is also putting for 2 though.
Joe missed.
Joe missed. Okay, yeah. So there you go. Yeah. James, just to make sure he doesn't. Oh,
James.
Heartbreaker. Doesn't force the issue, as he now is going to take a 4.
So it'll just be the one disc. Right.
4 or 5? I don't know.
I think it was a 4.
Yeah, I know he was in early.
We got to count on our full hand this round, I think.
Not enough fingers, not enough toes. It's a good thing about being in a video; it will eventually tell us. We don't need to remember. Yep, there it is. Nahan being forced to take from James because of that missed putt. What's he got left? He has another Firebird, you said.
I think so, yeah. I don't know if we've seen the Pathfinder go yet, but there it is.
There it goes.
That'll be, yeah, I know James was putting, or I think he was putting with it when I was playing in our match, and
yeah,
he was throwing it a lot. So.
Yeah, it was working well for him. I remember that. Good thing about these roulette rounds, I never even fully explained it. I'm assuming if you're watching the finals, you know how the roulette rounds work, but I'll give you another rundown. So as you started, everyone started with 6 discs. If you win the hole, you take a disc from the person who lost the hole, and that's pretty much it. And if you lose all your discs, you are out.
One thing is if you are the solo bogey, everyone else pars, or just the solo loser for the hole, then you actually get 3 gone, taken from you. So that's a big dagger. That happened to me. Let me tell you from personal experience.
Yes, it is not fun. I think it happened to Kalen on the first hole too. If you were wondering what happened, because everyone got their 3s, and Kalen took the 4 or 5 even.
And at the end here, our players here are trying to get as many as they possibly can to win, right?
That is the end goal.
Highest total.
Highest total gets the trophy, gets the win, is the roulette round pro champion.
Mm-hmm. Big high five from Wally.
Yeah. Oh, that went long. That went long over the bush line almost into the valley.
Yeah, that can be tricky back there.
Oh, that's early again. That's 3 for 3 for James early releasing. The weather just must be wrecking havoc. Okay, so now I'm on OB as well. So this is the drop zone.
Okay.
They are playing red, so you do have to kind of get a flexy kind of scary shot, especially in the wind.
Mm-hmm. With the wind today here is going to be in their face right now?
Right now it's in their face, maybe a bit to the right, but it's definitely tough. Nothing you can throw a backhand at, so if you don't have the forehand. This must be Joe where he got to.
We're just looking at a little bit of a piece of bush here.
Yeah, this bush is...
there's a disc.
I didn't know a bush could throw a disc. And that goes right back into the bush.
Didn't quite make it, yeah.
Once you get down in there, there's usually, I would say 90% of the time, there's nothing to get out.
Yeah, it's not very tall, but it is really thick.
Yeah.
Like you can see on the right, too.
Yeah, it's just tall enough where you can't throw any overhands out, and it's just short enough that it's bushy and keeps you from getting low out.
Okay, James bombing a bit high.
Honestly, the conditions have gotten a lot better than I thought they were going to be for the day. But,
yeah, it's improving, but it's on the ground, though, right?
Yes, everything is wet. Doesn't matter what happens. This is... Oh, no.
Joe for 3.
Oh, this is where he's off the tree went to. He was looking so good until it caught up high.
Okay, up and down for 4.
With 2 guys going OB, that's not so bad.
Yeah, that'll probably... Or do we have James for a...
Yeah,
par?
that'll be James's... No, that was he went OB, then he missed a putt.
Mm-hmm.
So that was for his 5. There you go. Did anybody get a 3? I think maybe Kalen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kalen pulling back at our early disc loser, I guess, or deficit, is coming back with another disc from James to put him even farther down in the... Oh, no, Nahan, because he gets to choose.
Right, yeah.
He gets to choose from the 2 losers, who he takes from. And with James so far behind...
My Firebird!
That is a Firebird. That is one of James's sexy Firebirds.
Looks like a 2017.
Based on the faded stamp.
Say so myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
Faded gray.
Yeah, makes sense. Hole 6. Nothing too crazy to talk about here. It's a little bit OB. You have to get over early, but it shouldn't come into play for these guys, except unless the wind or the rain gets in your head. But
Yeah,
it's just hard getting over that bush near the basket.
exactly. You got to get around that somehow. So you can push right, or you can go a left to right shot around the left side. Wind is like... So I've been gone for 3 years, but typically wind is left to right hurting in the face here, right? Like
Yes.
So this is like a complete opposite win for these guys if they've ever, kind of used to playing here.
It does swirl a bit, but yeah, traditionally headwind left to right is where it comes from. Usually a helping wind if you want to just put something out and have it flex, but
yeah. So this you just got to be aware of the angles so that they're not burning over and getting pushed down like we've seen already, or getting pushed out to the left, which
I've lost that one. Oh,
doing.
He got saved. If that took a skip, that was going on the road OB.
Mm-hmm. Some helpful thick grass there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see one here.
This is James trying to not early release a disc, and that's a little bit early.
It's going to stay, though.
He's going to need to fix that if he wants to keep his 3 discs that he has remaining.
So we've got maybe an outside look.
I don't know.
But,
Those branches are so low.
We're fighting for pars, though. And, pars.
He got the worst roll you can get off that tree. That tree is so hard to get around.
It goes right back around it. Yeah. Okay.
Nahan from almost OB Definitely makeable, but it's long.
Mm.
Oof. Look at that. I've never seen that area flooded before. This is a lot of rain. Oh.
You know, I was just thinking, like, it looks like a ripping tailwind with low ceiling. That's a tough one. So,
Kalen.
right in the mud.
He's so close on every putt, but they're just not going in for him.
Yeah.
All right, so Kalen taking the 4 and the rest of our cards taking 3s.
So the one thing I got to try and get Wally to change next year is if you say birdie and everyone else pars, you know, you should be rewarded with the 3 points, three discs.
Yeah, we actually talked about this on the amateur round on when we did a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And it would be in new strategies and everything as well, but
because you can lose them really quick.
You can't get it back though.
Yeah, it takes a while to get it back.
Yeah, but that rewards consistency then.
That's true. Okay.
As opposed to just shooting at the hip trying to get birdies. I don't know. I like the idea, but something had to be worked out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. And the bag always feels empty.
So Kalen only had 5 discs to begin with, so he probably is down to 2. Hole 7 is awkward, and it's even harder in the wind.
Yeah, we got to go up and over at some point here, which, you know, you're getting into the wind, and OB territory comes in pretty quick. So as you can see, there's a little tiny gap on the left, but these guys are probably going right and high with a bit of a hyzer here. And then, you know, the basket's really tight too with OB. There's a wall on most of it, but yeah, it's not. Once you get down there, it's also something to contend with. So
yeah, as you see, he's pushing the OB.
Oh, yeah, it just didn't come back enough.
That's how close it is, and the wind is actually helping, right? Because it's coming left to right.
Left to right, and it'll just just slow it down. You would think, and nestle it in there, and we've got it.
What is this?
Big flex.
I've never seen someone go flex at the red basket here, but I think he was just doing it to cut the wind out of the equation. Although doesn't really, left himself pretty much just a layup.
Yeah, I mean, pars are the name of the game here. We've seen some par wins, so
that, I guess, that's inside again for James. Gets a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
Another layup though, but you saw somebody go OB right away.
Mm-hmm.
They could make the putt, but chances are they're taking a 4, so you really just don't want to take that 4.
Yeah, and you know, it is kind of hard to see what's going on with the discs down there. Like they may not be aware of like the first one going OB and, you know, the outcome of that shot. So
it's true. Depends on what the camera operator was relaying back.
We didn't get much on our card.
No, I think that's how it should be. You shouldn't get the knowledge.
Yeah.
You should have to, play as if they're not there.
Yeah.
No, that actually doesn't have an easy layup here.
No, this tree can get in the way because it's got some low limbs. And like you saw the first layup pretty close there. That'll work. They're getting into 15-20 foot range.
So this is what they marked Joe for his drive. I think that's pretty accurate, if I may say so myself, from where his disc actually landed. Mm-hmm. But he still circles edge just outside, running a death putt.
Gotta make.
Yeah, he has to make it, right? Everyone's laid up. Oh, is that out the door?
Had the height, but I don't think so. But I think that'll probably seal it there. We've got a couple par putts still, but this will be for the 4.
Have you played? I guess you've been in BC for 3 years. Have you played the across the valley to the Canada flag?
I was here.
Oh, you were here when that went in? Man, it went in that long ago?
I did.
Oh, goodness.
I got 6, 7 maybe years ago.
I think I've shot an 11 on that hole. It was not my best day.
Yeah, when does that go back in?
I'm hoping to put it in for the Beast, so at the very latest June.
Yeah, great hole when we played that far pin.
Look at this backpack on backwards. Showing your age. He has a lot of discs. I wonder if Nahan's looking for one of his own.
He's looking for something. He's looking for another glove.
Okay, someone to make an ad for next year. Make accessories count. If you want to bring a glove, it counts as an accessory, or a mini.
Okay, a couple of blue discs coming out here with this Mania stamps on them.
I can't really see what that one was with the reflection. But either way, spreading the discs around quite nicely here. Everybody's been picked on quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone except for Nahan has been victimized by the three disc loss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hole 8. This is one of my favorite shots on the course. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
it's you got to push it downhill, tight ceiling kind of tunnel, and just pure straight. I mean, good luck today with the wind in the head, but
It says 300 feet, but it I think it's pretty close to 4.
yeah, well, maybe not quite, but I mean, you got to throw it
Yeah.
pretty much like, yeah.
Oh, another earlier list from James.
I think, 350, 375.
Yeah.
Pure, like, straight down the middle. But you clip something like that.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
There's lots to hit.
Half decent drive is one that just gets across the bridge. This is perfect.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Into the wettest part of the course, guaranteed.
Great shot.
Gets a replay, a plastic playback from Kalen Schat here.
Just gets it to flat. This is what you want on the shot.
Yeah, that's how you do it. If you ever want to know how you park hole 8 at Bronte,
Splash down.
it's right there. Just do that, guys. It's that easy. And Joe has to follow.
T-pad looks a little bit wet there too.
Oh, right at the front, there's a whole puddle.
So in this T-pad, there's a lot of water that flows right across it. You can see it down the left there.
Yeah, it's right in like the flood path of everything coming from hole 8 or hole 7.
Oh. That one.
Would have been nice to see somebody contend with Kalen there, but everyone just now has to save the 3.
Look at the casual water here. Oh man.
Welcome to Bronte
that one might be in the lake.
Yeah, that one's flowing all the way to Lake Ontario right now. I promise you that. Look at that overflowing.
Playing this all casual though.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Of course, yeah. We did this creek OB once, and it was a mistake in my opinion. It's just so unforgiving. Any good shot can end up in that creek, no problem. So.
Mm-hmm.
After all, it is the Bronte Creek, so you got to expect some water. Ooh, almost throws it in, although that probably came out quite short, but that's parked for
It's right there.
the 4 there.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of the game is Don't Come Last with Kalen parked.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to still battle, get your pars, just don't be the that one score. James with a tricky little angle there.
He gets about halfway there. That looked tough. From in there, you can have no putt very easily. It's just so thick.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the dangers at Bronte is everything. If you get off the fairway, everything is so hard to get through.
All right.
Kalen with a 2. Great drive. Great tap in.
Yeah, way to not mess the tap in. But yeah, that was a fantastic drive to get the 2. He'll be taking one out of James.
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to have to be. Because James was throwing 1, 2, 3 from in there. Either way, it's definitely James. That destroyer again, I think.
Yeah. You kind of get a sense of high value versus low value discs in your bag, and maybe that was just these guys looking at the forecast and maybe having some extra options in their car in the parking lot, just putting a stable staple.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
your bag would help.
I guarantee you, if this was a calm summer's day, they would not be bagging all those overstable discs.
Definitely.
Looks like it got a little rainy there in the break because the lens is pretty covered in water.
This one about 300 to the left, a big hyzer. You got to throw it probably like 400 in the air to get around the corner.
That was a great shot. It did come in a little bit early left, but
yeah, I think as long as you got a little look there, anything that gets around and stays on top is the ideal. Not without pushing too far left.
Oh, okay.
And-
That's two putt. Two looks at a 2 there. That's running into a straight headwind too.
That's right. Yeah. So it'll, like I said, typically, I think this is like over like a tailwind, so it makes it tougher to get left. But with this wind, should be able to. Oh man, even this creek is ripping too.
This is James here. Oh, he didn't early release it. That's a start.
Go in yellow.
Yeah, give it to him.
Come on.
Oh, that had to be close. Oh, it definitely
he's-
had to be close. He's parked.
Yeah. All right, James.
This is not easy. You got those oh my goodness. I'm like
Sumacs.
Sumacs, thank you. Thank you, resident tree whisperer. You got the Sumacs in his way, which are gonna stop any direct attack of the basket.
But that was a good effort. I should give him a putt.
Does Nahan go for the jump putt here into the lake? Full commit.
Full commit to stomp it in the creek. Yeah. Oh boy.
This is a scary putt, but it's like he's inside the circle. It's just about getting it there and.
Yeah. It's just so, the wind and the rain. These guys are making these putts normally without all these conditions.
Yeah. Kalen with the 10-footer through the branches just couldn't get it high enough.
Yeah, but we're bringing you extra coverage. Right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you guys are getting more bang for your watching hours.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think everybody is going to 3.
Yeah.
Yep. So very boring hole. Usually plays a lot better than that, but again, headwind, rain. You're happy if you get your 3 here. There we go. Now we're on to the back 9. It's quite a bit different of a course.
Yeah, opens up. This one you still have a bit of tree, a few trees to deal with, but yeah, you get into the back here, and the wind here we're going to see a lot more and probably hear a lot more of it.
OB all down the right hand side.
Got to beat this first tree and push it pretty deep, right? So
yeah,
need quite a bit more than that. It's just finding a good throw today is
Yeah, I think the wind will be helpful coming right to left off the road, or not road, the parking lot there.
Mm-hmm.
So most of these guys I think are just going to go hyzer and play the wind over stability. Come on.
Skip.
That there is a line of logs there that I think that thing just wedged itself into, so I'm guessing he is OB.
Mm-hmm.
And then it changes your mind with Nahan. Like, do you now play extra safe knowing that someone's pretty much re-teeing?
Yeah, it's risky, like just going at the tree here. Oh man,
He's lucky that the ground was wet.
Yes,
because I could have rolled straight over OB.
Yeah, okay, James going higher, wider, still risky.
Oh my goodness,
he's back. So yeah, just playing for inbounds at the moment with these guys, and I think you're right though. You see a guy go OB, it changes your strategy on the hole. You don't have to attack too hard.
Nahan's actually built himself up quite the lead. Got a four disc lead over Joe.
There it is, yeah. 10.
So unassuming too. He hasn't really been doing anything too fancy. He just hasn't been taking those big numbers.
Exactly. You just don't want to be the odd man out in the end. Yeah.
I think Kalen. That was Kalen. I think Kalen actually got placed in a pretty good spot just past the tree, but his upshot comes up short and left. Yeah, there's really no danger of running this. The OB usually doesn't start until you get on top of the road.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a little backstop. So I guess it was Joe who went OB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that was Kalen's second then.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who is this?
Nahan got off. His upshot got off to the right. There.
Right.
And he's okay.
He didn't throw a roller out of his hand. Did he throw?
It looked like a putting motion.
Yeah.
And it turned into a roller.
So fortuitous roll there, I guess.
We'll give him the benefit.
Yeah. Definitely what he planned. Oh. The mini throw. That's
missed that one too.
That's how you know a hole is going well, when the mini toss comes in. Very
hate to see it. Oh my gosh.
Kayla's been so close all day, and then that one cuts right through. That's gonna hurt the confidence, but
the one that's just a bit left of the
Oh,
James.
No. He's doing it.
Wow.
That is ruthless.
This has got to go too.
He's gonna make it. So James with the strategic layup, I think is the nice way of put it, or the I don't know how to say it on camera.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a word for it.
There's a word for it. You guys can make up your own word. But guarantees the 3 discs from Joe, which will put Joe down to 3 discs himself.
Okay. Yeah, we're seeing the layup for the triple dagger.
That Halo Destroyer is coming, making its rounds around the whole card. What does that leave Joe with left? He doesn't even.
My bag's so light.
This is not a day that you want to have only putters left.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And on the back 9.
And on the back 9, where you need your distance.
Yeah, you need something stable. Fight the wind. Get some distance, because like this one, 312. Feels like it's a little longer in terms of power, but Kalen getting caught up in some of the guardian trees there in the fairway. You really want to move left of that one that he hit, left to right, and then kind of fade out. Straight.
I don't know if that was the wind that kind of got Nahan, but okay, these are the guys that are just trying to punch that middle gap that James did wonderfully there. I think Joe, the typical play for the backhand is a flexing anhyzer to the left of the 2 trees in the middle.
Right there.
Exactly like that, but I don't think the wind's going to let that come out. Oh, it did.
Fought through.
It's got a long putt for the 2 to take a disc back.
The banner in the background can tell us what's going on.
Who needs pancakes?
So, yeah, that would explain what we just saw from the tee. These guys are just trying to fight the tail. Get yourself a close tap in, right?
Oh, I don't know. Do you got to run this to try and get a disc back, though? No.
Yeah.
It's tough to say if he was trying that or not. In this wind, anything can happen with your disc. Oh, is this Nahan?
Believe so, yeah.
So Nahan's taking a 4, so if they all just take their 3s, the Nahan, you can really put a dent in Nahan's lead.
Yeah, this is a must-make then. It's not going to do it. No, he looks at the guys. Signals in distress. So
it still works out. That'll still be 2 discs.
It's a 2 disc deal.
If they want, they can both take him from Nahan.
That's right.
And move it down, move his lead down to only 3 discs, which is good. It's doable on the back 9, and especially there's a lot of movement back here. Go Pancake House.
Bag of this there.
I guess this is for the Maple Syrup Festival.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. They have a Maple Syrup Festival. Maple Syrup Festival.
You can see it right there. It is 324, I think.
I found one.
Yes. They're hidden at the bottom underneath the rainfly.
It's like a putter.
What? I thought he only had putters left. Why is he going for another putter? Maybe he wanted his putting putter left for the grip in the rain.
Yeah, that could be it.
Hole 12 is tough. I've been having troubles with this for so long.
Yeah, it's a really pure shot, right?
It's gotta be low enough to get below the branches, right or left enough to miss that tree.
That tree,
and it can't be turning or fading.
Oh.
Whoa, nice save, Joe.
It's
pure athleticism.
And he's jumping. Yeah, that was pure athleticism.
I'm
catch.
I'm surprised he didn't do a backflip after he did that too. That is quite the slip. It's weird. He must have stepped on the wood, because this tee pad is usually very grippy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With those textured patio stones that are on the ground there.
So once you get past that, our first tree that was hit there, you still got to get past another 2 that are kind of framing the hole closer to the basket. So you beat that, and then you still got to deal with height issues coming in, and this is almost getting yellow.
And the rain's coming down again. Yeah, this is one of the tougher holes at Bronte, especially at a par 3. You don't see too many 2s. Even on nice days, you don't see too many people getting all the way up for the tap in too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a 2 with a big putt usually, or a really fantastic drive. Oh boy.
Oh, the roll. That just won't stop. Into the long grass.
Okay, Kalen's got a little look at it here.
Just
He'll
lays it up.
happily take his 3.
This is where they got to on their drives? Can't be.
I think a couple of them, these are third shots here.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Nahan playing for his 3 as well from a long distance. Oof. There you go, Nahan tapping it in.
Mm-hmm.
When Nahan's putting's on, he's unbelievable. So those long distance putts. I don't know if you would have really played with him much.
I was just thinking, there's a whole new generation of players that are playing open now that are like Joe included, Nahan, Kalen. I would say, even because the only guy I would really know from previously is James. From way back. So yeah, it's we all went through COVID, and out in Victoria, BC, where I was, we had a boom in players, and I can see it's produced the same kind of thing here, even more so. So it's pretty cool to come back and be like, whoa, we're all these amazing good players now.
That's true, and it's just made it tougher for us.
Right.
For you and me, that is.
Yeah, the pros out there, we're getting pushed.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
That's my fire.
As
baby
it says,
right
remember
there.
to like and subscribe to get some more algorithms.
Yeah.
Get some more views. Get some more fun.
Good idea.
Help spread the word of some fun winter games here.
Some Kane disc golf productions.
That's not a bad idea. That putty
Canadian
almost got
Disc
it.
Golf Productions. So Nahan's taking a bit of a beating here.
Yeah, he's actually he's not gonna be in the lead anymore, is he?
So we just lost 2 there.
Yeah, he lost 5 in 2 holes. That's how quickly things can turn around out here.
Yeah, and you can do them with pars. I experienced that, but and bogeys, you put yourself in a bad position just a little bit, and the rest of the guys are cleaning it up. So what are we looking at here? We're getting tight.
Yeah, it's almost back to square one with everybody at 6. Nahan does maintain the lead though, with Joe falling behind by 1, but 13 holes in and everyone's pretty squared up.
This one's pretty straightforward. The only thing really to deal with is the green itself. It's pretty severely slanted in the basket. If you catch yourself in a rollaway, it's really the only danger. You just got to get it into the hillside.
Oh,
Like that, a little hot.
that's great. Yeah,
that's a putt.
With the hillside, you can just put something fast into the hill and it'll counter skip towards the basket.
Yeah, keep it under the wind.
I think the worst thing you can do is almost what James did. He got a little bit lucky to come up short, but if you pull it over too far right, that tree on the right is impossible to get through.
That's right.
It's about 40 feet wide with maybe 1 gap in it the whole way. So don't go right.
Yeah. Unless you're playing to yellow, that is.
Well,
yeah.
Then you don't want to be left.
Okay, good quality layup there.
It's almost looking like we're not going to get a single 2 on this hole, which is like this is like the hole you look at and you're like, I need to 2 this if you're playing any sort of tournament or competitive play.
One of the easier gets.
Yeah.
Okay, settled there. We got one okay look here. Maybe through,
I forgot about Kalen getting up on the top of the hill,
through the beer goggles.
but it's gone.
Oh no!
And it's gone.
James goes into his bag.
Could have helped the guy out a bit. Man, the rain must be coming sideways because it is just covered.
Oh, here it is. Okay, good set.
It's just if you can get off that basket and roll down the hill, it could have been farther.
That's the old Berdogi.
And then
and
then the I don't know what to call it, but that was,
the Pardogi.
The roulette rounds this year have been a masterclass in putting technique and what not to do. I don't know what it is, but nobody has really ripped it up in putting over the roulette rounds. It might just be the winter cold months, but
I don't know. I think it's probably a little bit of being on the camera, but the elements for sure, and even just in the winter, whenever it gets to 10, 15 degrees, and you can take a few layers off. It's always such a nice relief, and you start feeling the putts again. Firebird?
Oh, they're going 1 from each. Okay.
For the 2 bogeys.
Yes, they get to choose, and they decided to spread the wealth. Or the punishment, I guess.
Cloudbreaker, it looks like.
I don't think I was gonna kill.
All right, so that makes for a whole new shuffle. Nahan extending his lead even more. They're playing to the red basket here, so we're not using the island. It does not come into play. It is not OB. But this basket is hard to access. You can get it turned over nice, but then those trees get in the way.
It is also not 250.
It is not 250. This is probably 350.
Yeah, all of it. It's sets up for a really nice shot. Like you definitely gotta pump something down there, a little bit of turn. Once you find some grip.
112 meters makes sense. 250 feet does not.
That's right. Yeah.
The math also doesn't work.
The 350 maybe. Yeah, 350.
The math of 112 meters is not 250 feet, but that's okay. Joe gets that turned over. It's a common play or mistake here, trying to get the perfect flight down to that basket. But
and today's wind too, if there is any left. But
yeah. Just a lot of people pulling over trying to get there, as opposed to even the same thing, pulled over trying to get there. As this comes in quite nicely, but he's still got lots of low hanging branches and small trees he has to contend with.
Yeah, it can get pretty messy on the right side. Any further than that, right?
This has got to be that destroyer again. He did not get over on that enough. But honestly, like, if you get out there, you got an easy up and down to the basket. Any route you choose. That's low.
Stay up. Okay.
Man, that rain, look at it. I know it's hard to see through the haze of the wet lens, but
yeah, that's the lens, not me, right?
Yeah. Look at that. It's coming perfectly sideways, the rain.
What do you think happened there? Do you think are they playing Creek casual?
No, I'm assuming Creek is casual, casual, not OB. So if you're in it, take it from behind. If you're past it, you're fine.
It looked like it was going in the right direction, though. These are.
Ooh. That's a great upshot from in the bushes there. There's a disc across the creek. So
that's where it ended. Okay. Yeah, that'll play.
It's a long putt for James. He was hoping to make that one back from the last hole. I wonder how Joe got over there. Do you think he walked through the water? The bridge is probably almost underwater at this rate. Nice putt from Joe.
We'll find out. Is he going to just jump? He's jumping it.
he's definitely jumping it.
See the big smile?
Yeah. All of a sudden he's on this side of the creek before the next putt. Yeah, he jumped it.
Yeah.
Young athleticism. And then we're tapping in. I was not paying really much attention to the scores. I was more enjoying the conditions. It's going to be nice to finally play a round of disc golf on a sunny, nice day.
Yeah, what are we near the end of March? I just played around yesterday. It was pretty nice.
Okay.
It's enjoyable. It's muddy, right? But
Go.
Muddy everywhere. Look at the hill going up this. Oh, there's snow on the ground still.
I got a P2 still. Going back to my roots.
James losing his putting putter, I believe. See, this looks like a nice day. Too bad they didn't have these conditions.
Okay, so we're going out to the far basket here. We've got OB surrounding this whole thing that's long grass. Are they playing OB though?
Ooh, I'm assuming they are, but
I think when we played, we did no OB.
Yeah, but you didn't really have this hole. That's right. It's tough to say. Like that's over a road.
We'll find out.
Yeah, if that's not OB, then nothing is OB because that is over the road. That's also crushed. That was so far.
That was crushed. Yeah.
This one is tough. You need to kind of you need something that turns farther right than you think, but if you get too turned over, then you just go straight OB and it's awful.
And you're way back. You're pretty much back on top of this hill. But you're kind of aiming somewhere in the middle of that big bush on the right. For your basket.
Yeah, the basket would be maybe at 2:00.
Yeah.
From the maybe 1:30 from the tee pad, and a good powerful forehand can get you up and down for the easy upshot. But to park it, you really need to go that big flex.
Yeah, and it's a lot of risk reward. We're seeing Joe go lay up there, probably a mid or putter or something.
Yeah, after watching the two drives that came out before him.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
Same with James here, just a mid-range putter, something overstable flat and straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he left himself in that spot where you can't throw the hyzer too safely.
Yeah, you got a little bit of mental tree in the way here, but I think
if the wind helps
doable.
him, oh, that's perfect. Oh, a little short actually.
Okay. Staying in balance, that's the prime objective. That'll play too.
Also a little short, not what you want on an uphill basket in the wind.
Yeah, uphill into the wind.
What's James got here? This black putter looking disc.
Oh man, that just took off. Oh, it was looking good for a while there, and then it just went out.
It went OB. Sorry, I was looking down at our sheet here. That was a harp.
Yeah. It really showed its stability right at the end. It was going at it, man. It's maybe more of a forehand approach. Green,
yeah,
right?
Especially coming in on the hillside left to right. It's just going to hit and stop as opposed to skip and slide. This is no gimme putt from in these conditions. The flag is gone. There was a flag there.
Yeah.
But being as exposed as this one is, it generally takes the brunt of any weather.
Nice.
Great putt from Joe.
Yeah.
Joe usually has a lot more of a power putt, but I'm assuming in these conditions he's just trying to keep it under control.
Yeah, that one was nice. Just over the rim there on the pole. It's going to go in even without chains. You see the top of the basket wobbling with these gusts. And
catches.
What a catch.
So that'll be a 5 for James?
A
4.
Yeah, so he got up and down from the going out.
Saved his par. It is definitely gettable. You can definitely two this, but it is a ridiculous shot that requires a lot of luck.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you gotta actually smash your line. So a lot of, depending on the tournament or the event, right? Like you see some people go. Usually people aren't.
Well, it used to be a lot harder too when the when the island was an actual island at like maybe 30 feet in circle.
That's right.
That was tough. Hole 16 is. There's a whole bunch of ways to play it, but the smart, safe way is just as an overstable disc thrown as low and flat, and just let it push as straight as you can, as far as you can, until it takes a skip to the left.
Yeah.
If you make it past that yellow arrow in the middle of the fairway, sort of where the camera guy is standing right now,
oh boy,
that is not the basket we're going for. But look at that rain.
There is a pathway, and you can get. I don't know if there's anything down there, but yeah, you can get into some hurt over there, especially early left. But yeah, it's like a classic original Bronte hole in my books, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's changed at all, except for the yellow.
Yeah.
And then there's another position kind of out in between. But this deeper position is just, I love it. It's like super small gaps, low.
It's not particularly about distance either. Distance doesn't help you much. You need to hit that gap perfectly. You need to hit the line, the angle.
Yeah. On better days, we'll see guys go, other players go up left, kind of like the high route, even over to the right. But yeah, usually low skippies.
Yeah, the low skippies is safe. Just keep you in the middle. You can go high right, high left if you want to get crazy, but if you get into any of these bushes, there's no way out.
And you don't want to get too close to them because they're pretty spiky.
All these are hawthorn trees. You can probably zoom in on one of these spikes on this tree here. You can't see them too well, but this is a hawthorn.
They're pretty much like toothpicks sticking out.
Yeah. So Joe actually got a decent spot if he can keep that high enough over the bushes, and he does. That is a great out from where he got to.
Wonderful, yeah.
Kalen just laying this up. If that downhill just means that if you miss, there's no stopping it. So close.
Pretty good bid there.
Happy to see him run it though. I don't know if he needed the stroke at this point because he has the 2-stroke lead, but the good to see when it's good to see him running those putts. It means his confidence is up. Here we have Joe, I think. The Levain drop landed perfectly on his face. He is censored now.
Oh, high off the band. It's my like second least favorite spot to miss.
Is it first airballing or is it just
Cage?
Cage is worse.
Yeah, Cage never had a chance to go in.
It's true. But at least Cage, I can like be like mad at myself. Him banned. You can't be too mad. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just you know, he had a chance and it didn't go in. These Cage, you can be like, wow, I just sucked.
We always get the best noises off the band.
It's true. You can hear that from holes away. Hole 17, 2 holes to go. Nobody lost a disc there, so Nahan has a 2-disc lead, but that means nothing, especially on this hole with all the OB in place. It's not far, 244 feet, but you're throwing over OB for 40% of it, maybe. The last 40% of that.
That's right, yeah. Oh boy. Was that a layup?
I don't know what that was.
This looks like we're picking up some wind and weather.
Yeah.
Here.
I don't know if that was like, maybe he's trying to go hyzer and played in that way, but that's a great shot from Kalen there. Just didn't hyzer as much as he wanted it to, but it's up there.
This is the drive we want to see, though.
That is turned over, but that tree is inbounds if he gets to it.
Oh.
That's gonna be
looks close to OB. Yeah.
So he's going to he's gonna basically, if he's OB, he's playing from the short side. Joe is not in a good spot trying to get to the red basket. Wonder if he was playing to the right basket, right? Because that's right at the yellow basket.
He's just playing down the fairway.
He must have, yeah. Just knowing that everyone's gone OB, he can just play up and down, get his 4, and not lose any discs.
Really nice upshot there. All right, Joe for a 3.
He just put himself behind another tree. That's quite unfortunate.
He's laughing it off, though. So that's good.
Oh, no, that's straight OB.
Oh, boy. That had to go in. No.
This is a good little peninsula here.
So Nahan's out, right? So he's taken his 4. And we've got Kalen with a putt for 2.
Was he OB? You saw his disc?
He put a mini down, so
okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
We'll see soon enough, but
yeah.
Gonna assume based on what I saw.
Great putt for Kalen. Looking at the 2, he's gonna take his 3. This is Joe for 5.
Oh,
and it comes
dirty.
off the back. It's not what everybody needed with Nahan.
Going OB as well. He just needed to stay clean. Best outcome, they would have all got one on him.
Yeah, all they needed to do was take 2, right? Two of them just needed to do it, but it's still possible. Nahan isn't gonna get any discs exactly. He's gonna get a 4. So Kalen can take from Nahan. And James as well, actually. Now that I think about this. No, because they all got 4s. You know what? I'm losing my mind here. Kalen got a 3. Everyone else is getting 4s or worse.
Yes.
There you go.
So I think it's going to be Joe, though. Kalen taking from Joe. Safe.
Because yes, Kalen will have to take from Joe because of the score. Because of
a 5 or a 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But that puts Kalen within 1 of Nahan.
Yeah.
And Joe even within 2 of Nahan, so I think that kind of puts James and Joe out of contention though, so it's really between Kalen and Nahan now.
Yeah. Final showdown here. 1 disc advantage to Nahan. Kalen there, getting a disc out of Joe's bag.
Hole 18 to finish us off here. It's that gap is tiny. It's the one way to put it. It's great if you have a little flex forehand. You just put it down the middle and it skips towards the basket. But other than that, you got to kind of hope something turns for you.
Yeah, it's you got to turn it on off to this tree in the middle to the right of it if you're throwing a backhand. I don't know if we're going to see any, but it's a trickier backhand for sure.
That came out a little bit wobbly from Kalen, so I don't know exactly if that got
peeled
all
left?
the way down there.
Maybe peeled left or something?
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
you and I both know the darkness that exists on the right side, right?
Oh, James, loving himself.
Yeah, if you gotta get through this initial gap and a little bit, maybe like 50% of the hole, and then you're kind of more in the clear.
I like this play. Just take it way up high on Annie and just let it pull all the way to the basket. But that one, I don't think.
I don't know. Some say it's still flying today.
yeah, it's all the way. It's all the way out into over at Centennial now.
Yeah, I don't know. I typically try not to go too much air time on a day like today.
Yeah,
but
so Joe, as you can see, did not get into a good spot, and that is not helping his cause.
He's not helping the card mates either, who are trying to battle it out.
Yeah, we're trying to rely on him to get some discs, but
I mean they can still win the hole. Nahan's got to get up and down, and same with Kay. We're not too sure where Kaylin's at.
I see a purple one there, tombstoned into the ground. I'm guessing that's Kaylin's.
Mm-hmm.
Nahan gets squeaky through the tree.
I think that worked. This is a little hot.
Yeah. Oh, great bounce. And yeah, that's decent. That's pretty close. That's pretty close from maybe 15 feet and straddle out. It'll be fine. Although that's Kaylin throwing there, so that had to have been Joe.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Black wet rain jackets. They both look the same from the back. And then James also has a black wet rain jacket. And Bronte Creek towel.
All right.
Bronte Creek goat towel.
Go pick one up.
Yeah.
James looking at a tricky putt. Finish it out.
Joe, at this point, just trying to throw it in for some fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he need to make this? I think he does, because if Kaylin... No, because Joe's going to lose the disc. No, if Kaylin takes the disc from Joe, yeah, he needs to make this.
Oh, wow. That was tracking.
I wonder if we're going to get a playoff.
Yeah, so we needed to see one of our two guys in the lead here pick up a disc. So Kaylin needed a disc from anybody.
Yeah.
Nahan needed it, or just...
Needed not like Kaylin have it.
Exactly, yeah.
And he makes the putt.
There's a good 3. Okay, and Nahan's not too far back, but...
Well, Nahan's going to be taking a 4. Yeah.
That's right, yeah, because he was short, yeah.
Yeah, so I bet he's going to get us a 4, so
okay.
Unless Nahan really misses a lot of putts and loses to Joe, then Kaylin's going to take a disc from Joe, and I think we might get a playoff of some sort.
We getting some extra holes? All right.
I think we might.
Oh, no.
Keep going, Nahan. Let's see if we can end this early. Joe. Thanks for coming out, Joe. Always a great sport. So I don't want to be wrong, so I'm just going to let this play out as it does.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Well,
tie game.
Perfect.
Wonder what the playoff... I guess Kaylin wins.
Look at this. Okay. Big winner. West side winner.
Yeah. I guess Kaylin wins. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. They tied, as you can see. I'm guessing that they had so I'm getting news on the earpiece that Kaylin won on a CTP. What an ending to a fun season of roulette round disc golf.
Yeah, you know what? I had a lot of fun playing in the match I was in, and it was awesome watching and commentating on these guys battling it out. Absolutely tremendous,
tremendous is a great word to go with the conditions of the day.
Yeah,
lots of rain, lots of wind, really tests the mettle of some of the best disc golfers in Ontario.
Yeah, it was a battle, as it always is at Bronte Creek.
Yeah, so again, this is the final roulette round of the year, of the 2023, 2022 maybe even year. So we will have another one next year, but from now on, we're going to go back into regular tournament golf, which will be different, less entertaining, but more, not entertaining, less jokes, but more serious, more fun disc golf. So
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any layups for par, to take advantage of some rules. But yeah, we're going to start seeing some events with some of the top players in Ontario battling it out. So I'm looking forward to being there and maybe joining you again.
That'd be fun.
Would love that. Mic.
Yeah. Thanks, Leyland, for playing and commentating and doing all these things. Thanks, Canadian Disc Golf Productions and Wally for filming and making this available to all of us. Make sure to like, subscribe, spread the word, let everybody know. It's a fun time. Anything you want to say?
Thank you, Chris Brown. And looking forward to seeing everybody out on the tour this year. Going out hard in Ontario and the surrounding area. So looking forward to battling it out.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks, Chris Brown.
Bye.